Well, hello, you guys, and welcome to today's video. First of all, I hope you are doing super freaking awesome out there. I, myself, am doing pretty good. I'm actually going to the Beetlejuice musical tonight, so I got my Beetlejuice shirt on, and I'm going to be doing a green and purple look for you using the new Melt Smoke Sessions 2 palette. Now, okay, if you've been around for a while, you know that I am very selective about my makeup purchases these days. I'm saving a lot of money, honestly, but every once in a while, a collection comes up that I know I need to test out and try out for you guys, for myself, for the people, and let y'all know if it's worth it. And are there some dupes in here? Or like in this case, a dupe that fills a void in all of our cold hearts of something that we've been asking for so long. Since the Melt Beetlejuice collection, okay, we have asked for that Afterlife Gel Liner to be brought back. I know they can't do the Beetlejuice name anymore without licensing it, but we're gonna see. We're gonna test out if this new gel liner that they launched actually is the same thing or not. So I have everything out to compare. I asked you, the people on my YouTube channel, hey, what would be a good thing to try to compare to? So I have a list of things to dupe out for you guys and see. I also really, if you've watched my Melt videos, I love the Melt aesthetic, so they always pull me in, right? Obviously. But their formula when it comes to their eyeshadow palette is extremely hit or miss. I either love it or I hate it. There's no in between. The shimmers oftentimes fall flat, but the Smoke Sessions #1 palette, the first one, I love the formula on the glitters and the metallics. They are so smooth and buttery, and like that is what like made me fall in love with them. And then I love their mattes always. Their mattes are always good, except remember for Christmas collection, we had a couple bad ones. We had a couple bad mattes, which was weird. So I want to see, you know, I'm gonna be very critical here. So I'm gonna find out, is this collection actually any good? Is it worth your money? Because, you know, we need to know. So we're going to do that. And before we begin, please feel free to subscribe if you want to see more beauty videos from me. Right now I'm posting once a week and then some shorts sprinkled throughout. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you like more booky things, because that's kind of what I'm doing there. And I have a podcast too with my best friend. So check that out at Besties in the Books podcast if you want to listen to some silly, goofy girls hang out and chit chat about their favorite books and nostalgic things and just kind of rediscovering the things that we loved, especially in our youth, and like reclaiming them as a 36-year-old ladies, you know? So that's not what this video is about though. This video is about makeup. So let's get serious and let's go, boo. Boop. Well, that was the longest intro ever, but I haven't talked to you guys like one-on-one like this style, and I had a lot to say, and I'm gonna say a lot more. So buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go. I have not opened this yet. It was so hard, but nothing crazy fancy. It's not a crazy theming collection. I went ahead and bought the entire collection just because it was only like $2 more than buying the individual pieces that I wanted. To be honest, I'm not excited for this mascara at all. I did not like the Beetlejuice mascara. I think it was called the Supernatural mascara. The wand didn't excite me. I might try it for you guys. I might not. I'll let you know. You'll see what happens. I love my CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. You can pry that from my cold dead hands, all right? I will be using that until they change it on me, which please no. I've been using it for 5 years now, and I stopped doing mascara videos because I just found the mascara that wins them all, okay? This one, and it's like $8. CoverGirl Exhibitionist, do it. They also came with some nail stickers that I won't use, you guys. Do you have any tricks for nail stickers? Because they just always look like nail stickers. I even get the Mooncat ones, and you can see the outline of the clear. It's just not good. I don't like it. But this is said mascara. What is it in like a tube? This is weird because this is the outer packaging, but it actually looks like the bottle. It's really cute. It's it's only because it's silver and purple, but it's very much giving like Urban Decay. How do I open this? Okay, it's like a tube within a tube. Dream within a dream. I need scissors. Are we already off to a chaotic start? Yes, but honestly, you guys, I'm tired of just curating my videos and like taking hours to edit. I just want to hang out, you know, and talk about makeup. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, okay. It doesn't look like the tube. That's purple. That is really pretty. I'll give them that. Like the packaging, it feels expensive, you know? So that's what it looks like. And let's show you what the wand looks like. Yeah, I'm not for this. I'm just not. Those wands always stab me in the eye, no matter what. So I I don't want to bother. So, you know, maybe I'll try them on like, you know, shorts or something. You can see that. I don't know. Let's go. I want to dive right into the gel liners and the multi-chrome glitter gel eye thingies. So pretty. But let's take a look at the palette really quick. So Smoke Sessions 2. I honestly feel like if you have a lot of purples in your collection, you could probably pass on this collection. Oh, or this palette, I should say. The case is amazing. The case is very 3D. You feel like it's actually, yeah, it's a really nice, it's a really nice palette. You can see it. Proof is in the pudding right there, babes. And let's open her up because this is all purples, unless the formula is crazy amazing. If the formula is crazy amazing, then I'll change my tune and maybe tell you that you need it. Do we need any of this stuff? No. Is it fun? Maybe. It'll be fun if it performs really exceptionally well. So I'm really excited to see that. Let's just go ahead and swatch it. I'll do some live swatches because that's just more fun. Okay, I can't do that anymore. I got my tattoo there. I could do it right here because since I'm right-handed, left-handed, the swatch is going to come out terrible. Let's do it. You would think I had caffeine today. I didn't. Honestly, I'm just really excited to see this Beetlejuice musical and play around with this stuff. I mean, it looks good right there. So this one's Blue Haze. I'm going to start left to right and do this little motion. Okay, it looks good. Kind of one of those matte shadows with a lot of shimmer laid out over it. It's not super, super creamy like original Smoke Sessions yet. This one is Northern Lights, so that should be really pretty. Oh, dang it. You guys, I don't like it. I don't like this one. It's just what they put in all of them. It's like a pretty purpley with a shimmer. You know, it has like a base to it. Purple Punch. This is a matte purple. Well, it feels a little dry, not gonna lie. Oh, garbage. Oh, garbage. Oh, crap. Mayday. Mayday. This is exactly how my Nightmare Before Christmas palette feels, you guys. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, well, we'll have to try to use that on the eyes. You see how dusty that is? You know? Maybe, I mean, baby, I can make it work, but I don't want to have to try to make it work. Look at how pretty they look on my fingers, but then when you actually put them on the arms, they're just fine. They're just fine. That first one's really nice. That first one's really good. These are some big shoes to fill, not gonna lie, with the original Smoke Sessions palette. That's one of my favorite palettes. Okay, so let's go in with Black Roses. So another matte. That one's good. Okay, I can feel when it goes on if it feels like strange and dry, strange and unusual, if you will. That one feels like, well, it could be patchy, but it looks pretty good. It probably will be fine. It's Purple Skunk, so it's nice to have like a purple toned brown in there. I like that choice. That feels good. This feels soft and smooth. So when I had reached out to them about their Nightmare Before Christmas palette, the matte's having issues with them because they were kind of balling up on me, in case you missed that video. They just said, well, it's a different formula. They are using carmine and it's not vegan any longer. I actually don't know if this palette's vegan or not. If it's not vegan, then that is why. But then to me, it's like, well, stop it. I would rather not have as much pigment and actually be a good product, you know? So whatever. It's not my brand. This one called Purple Goo is more of a shimmer sheen that almost looks matte. It's fine. It looks like all their other purples that they have, which I'll compare. Probably a lot like the recently deceased purple, which you can't get that palette anymore anyways, so that might be good for you, or it might not if you already have that. Let's go in with Monster Cookie. This is the one. It looks like it should be good. I can tell it's not super, super creamy. It's fine. Look at me. All bummed already. It's just fine. Last one, Martian Candy. Okay, so the palette's not going to be a winner for me yet. We'll see how it performs. This one's really pretty, Martian Candy, because it's just different than anything else I've seen. I can see like a multiple type of glitter situation. I see a blue, a silver, maybe purple, unless my eyes deceive me. So, listen, based off of swatches alone, can you find a palette just like this through ColourPop, same color story? Probably, you know, save yourself some money. But the palette itself is really pretty. We'll see how it performs. Well, let's just continue with some swatches. Got to go into these MetalEyez. I got to give myself a little boost of serotonin here. Cute outer carton. Yeah, so this is a gorgeous DuoChrome. It's an eyeshadow gel, so it is technically safe for the eyes, called a MetalEyez, and this is the shade Sour Grape. Gorgeous, shifty shade, so it goes from kind of like that ultraviolet blue to a nice purpley pink. So really pretty. Let's go into the next one called Clockwork Purple. So instead of Clockwork Orange, like that. So these say duochrome, but to me, this is like screaming multi-chrome, but we'll see when we actually put it on. I feel like these little, I don't want to waste the little like gunk that's left on it. It's not gunk, it's the actual product. I'm like wiping it from that container as if I will ever use up this whole container. I don't know, but maybe. It's so pretty. And I'm like lately an eye gel kind of girl. Like I just want to throw it on and go. So what am I doing buying this eyeshadow palette? You know what? It's just curiosity, man. Just simply out of curiosity to see if they can change me and make me use eyeshadow palettes again. I don't know if they will, but this is really, really gorgeous. You see that's a pink, magenta kind of pink with a gold shift to it. So it can kind of give off that multi-chrome look, but technically it is a duochrome. Gorgeous all around, absolutely stunning. Let's go into the gel liners. So this is one called Haze. This is the purpley looking one, supposed to be a dupe for those melt ones. We'll see. To me, right when I look at the container, it's more of a pink shift. So I'll leave space on my swatches so I can dupe them right after this. You guys don't have to wait around or anything. Yeah, yep. It's more of a plummy purple. Plummy purple. So you're not getting that exact Beetlejuice one. And the Beetlejuice one, you know, has a different name and everything. But this one's more of your plum pinky purple, if that kind of makes sense. And it's really pretty. It doesn't have as much shine of that kind of just iridescent shine that the Beetlejuice one gave. So don't think that it's going to be that, okay? Because it's different. And then the one we've all been dying to see, Afterlife. It is actually almost the same exact name. The other one's called The Afterlife. So let's see if it's actually the same though. Has a green top on that one, which is good. Purple top on the purple, green on the green. Okay, nice and creamy. Really good. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just based off of memory alone, because I do love this gel liner. Yeah, it's a dupe, man. It's not a dupe. It's a relaunch. It's nice that they just took away that. I don't know, like with licensing and everything, they had to probably change the name a smidge bit. But that's good. Okay, and here are the dupe comparisons to those Beetlejuice gel liners. As you see the purple, you can tell Beetlejuice is more of your ultraviolet purple versus the new more plum shade. There was a more sheen to the other one. My gel liners were a little bit dry, so I did have to mix them some oil. I actually ordered Duraline to help bring them back to life and give them a new afterlife, if you will. And the next ones next to each other are Afterlife. So those new ones are in the middle, and then the outer ones are the comparison swatches. Yeah, Afterlife, it's pretty much spot on. I feel like my original Afterlife is a little bit dulled down and this new one's a little bit brighter. Might just be because though, how long ago was that collection? 4 years? 3 years? Who knows? Time is just a concept, okay? Too long. How about that? Probably too long, but it is beautiful. I can't stop staring though at those duochrome eye products. Those to me are taking the cake. I'm glad that they came out with, you know, a new one of these so you guys can get it that weren't able to get it for Beetlejuice, or like me, it's dried out and you've had to resurrect it many times. So there's that option. Those are the stars of the show. Honestly, the palette to me is just an afterthought. But who knows? When I go to use it, maybe they can change my mind. Let's compare some swatches though, because I was asked for that. So I'm going to do some swatches really quickly comparing with the other melt palettes, not my entire collection, just the other melt palettes, because they tend to dupe themselves sometimes. And for this much money, you don't want to do that. So let's do it real quick. So here is Beetlejuice Recently Deceased versus the new Smoke Sessions 2 palette. They're not saying this is supposed to be like a dupe, but right, well, that's the palette that I instantly thought of when I saw this. I don't have that many purples from them. Honestly, it's pretty different, you know, because I'm not looking at the greens, obviously. The color story is the same, but, you know, these two both pretty much looked the same on the eyes for them, but they have like basically the matte versions, I would say. So I don't think anything is an exact dupe. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's pretty purple. So no real dupes within that line. Okay, here's Halloween Town from the Melt palette for the holidays. Halloween. Let's see. So the purple's right there. Probably just this one Bone Daddy, ugh, I hate the one that's the one that caused me issues. And Purple Punch, and guess what? They feel the same. Purple Punch looking a lot more purple, whereas Bone Daddy was more on the kind of black side. It didn't really show up that well as that. So those are the closest dupes. Let's, for the heck of it, let's see, My Bugs versus, I guess, Black Roses. Wow, they feel both terrible. See, pretty different. And then that one is more of a maroon. So, okay, that's good. We don't have any dupes, but these matte formulas, these two right here, feel very much like those ones that gave me issues. You see that scratchy pan? I can guarantee these are going to give me those scratchy pans. So be warned of that. Okay, Christmas Town, which was their most recent launch before this one. Those purples pretty much look like this. So, wow. If you have this palette, you might not need that. Let's see. Obviously, let's start with this one, Christmas Town and Purple Punch. Christmas Town actually feels better. Almost the same. Christmas Town is more gray. This one's more purple, but this formula feels better. So it's a give and take. And then Bony Fingers, excuse me. Bony Fingers does look a lot like this one. So pretty dang freaking close. You can tell Bony Fingers is more blue. This one's more purple. And then what do we got? Sugar Plum Visions. I love this one. I do use this one all the time. This one feels like that good creamy formula from them. Kind of looks like it could be any of those three. So let's do it. Northern Lights. Darn, that's so close. Purple Goo. Okay, that's Purple Goo. And for fun, let's do this one. Yeah, that one's pretty different. So that means in the palette, those two are very similar. This one feels more like a sheen, like a matte with a bit of a sheen to it, but so sorry, it's these two, right? Oh man, those are pretty close. So if you have Christmas Town already, you could probably basically get these looks with that. You know, you have maybe like this one that's pretty special, but other than that, you guys, it's very similar. Just those three shades. I mean, it begs the question, you know? In 2024, do you need a palette that is multiples of a similar color? I mean, for me, no. I've purposely tried not to buy things like this anymore, but they got me. They got me good because, you guys, the Smoke Sessions palette, I think it's safe to say, as far as swatches and feels go, these feel so different. You know, they both give a really pretty glittery sheen, but this one, I just gotta feel it. This original Smoke Sessions is one of those palettes that I'm like, oh, I just gotta go and feel it. Even though it's getting kind of dry now, I feel, because it's been a while, it's still buttery, it's still smooth, it's still nice. Oh man. So, you know, is it the same formula? No, I don't think so. Are these mattes gonna cause me an issue? Well, no better way to find out than right now. But you guys, I am already disappointed to see that same formula issue with the mattes as I did with the Nightmare Before Christmas collection, because I really hated that so much. I want, how little I use eyeshadow these days, I want to grab something that makes me excited, you know, and I don't want to grab something that's gonna piss me off. So let's test it out and see how it goes. Hopefully that covered all the dupes and swatches you guys wanted to see. I just stuck with the Melt collection specifically, not across the board. I don't really tend to do that over here on my channel. You know who is really good at that? Lauren May Beauty. If you haven't checked her out yet, she always does amazing swatch comparisons, especially with the Natasha Denona brand, which is pricey. So she always kind of makes sure there's no dupes going on with that one. But anyways, let's zoom you in and let's do an eye look really quickly and see how this actually performs on the eyes, because that's what matters, right? I just remembered that I know the Nightmare Before Christmas palettes had issues with my Anastasia Beverly Hills ABH primer, so I'm just going to use my Ultra Ego primer. I believe this was the one that saved the day, if you will. So I'm going to go in with Black Horses. No, sorry, Black Roses. I did think that was random. Black Roses to kind of blend out. I do want to do a very purple look today, and then I'll go in with that green liner. Like I said, you guys, we are going to the Beetlejuice musical tonight. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to go to that ever since I found out it existed, and they are traveling across the world, I think, right now, and I'm excited. Hopefully it's amazing, because I think it will be. It looks really funny. And I also get to have a date night with the hubby, so yay. Yeah, it's just a really dry formula. That's not what I fell in love with Melt, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to be very cautious about buying their palettes from here on out, because it's safe to say things have changed. So I've tried like a few different brushes to see, you know, is it me? I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow palettes anymore. So I'm going to make sure. I want to, you know, be as accurate as I possibly can. Is it me? Is it the palette? Am I being biased now? So I'm just kind of changing around different brushes to see. I want to make sure that it's not patchy, because it's just a little bit stubborn. It's a stubborn eyeshadow, and I don't got time for this these days. I don't have time for a 2-hour blend, and it really, when you're paying this much, it shouldn't matter what brush you use. So I'm having a difficult time blending it out. Okay, I'm blending and blending and blending, and it's almost getting worse. So I'm gonna take Purple Skunk, and sometimes using a lighter shade will kind of help soften that blend. It's more on the brown side, so I don't want to lose the purple, but that's kind of fixing it a little bit. I'm already frustrated. This is why I don't do eye looks anymore. Ugh. Okay. Well, great. Okay. Oh, okay, whatever. We'll come back. I'm gonna like slather this all in glitter anyways, so whatever, I guess. I'm gonna take a little flat brush and see what happens with Purple Punch. Let's see what happens. Let's just go in with open mind. I'm going to put it on the outer edge. This is the one that really gives me trouble usually. Okay, that's pretty much fine. If I tap it anymore though, I know it's going to patch up on me. You have to just go in a little bit and then stop. Sometimes I'm doing makeup in a rush though, and I want to be able to be sloppy and like it still work out. It's not too much to ask, because there are formulas that are possible to do that, like Natasha Denona and Huda Beauty. I just find myself keep going back over here and trying to blend and blend and blend. So it's just a little patchy for me. And like this area over here, I don't want to like just keep adding it, but it's not like adding anything else. You think it would. And like this right here, like, be careful where you place it, because once it sticks, it sticks. Oh, okay, whatever, it's fine. Let's play around with the shimmers really quick, just for continuity purposes and testing purposes. I really like Blue Haze, so let's plop that on. Oh yeah, because it's a pretty blue haze. See, that's pretty. That's like the Nightmare Before Christmas one, though. That's why I grab that one all the time. That one is beautiful. So, of course it's beautiful, right? And then let's go in with, where's my towel? I gotta wipe my fingers. Okay. Let's go in with a lighter one. Let's try Monster Cookie. Really pretty purple. Yeah, that's gorgeous. See, it's pink. Okay, that's really pretty. All right, so you know what? These shimmers are performing fine, but I want both. I want to have mattes and shimmers work seamlessly together in a palette from Melt, just like they did with the original Smoke Sessions. I'm having a hard time with their mattes. I am. I can't like fake it, you know, why would I? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I feel like no matter what I do, I can't get this to freaking blend. And it's driving me nuts. But here's the thing, okay? This look that I just did with the shimmers pretty much mimics the look that you're going to get with that DuoChrome. So I'm going to plop that on top just because, like I said, I want to test everything and I want the look anyways. But like, you could pick either or. I feel like you could do the palette and get this same look, or you can do this and get the same look. For me, I would vote for this, unless it creases. We'll find out. But because, and you know what? I do want to use a brush because my nails are freaking long and it's hard. So let's dip into that. And I also want to see if it works with a brush because I need it to. Oh, that's so pretty. You know, less pinky than the other shade. But it kind of elevates it because you have that pretty shimmer there. But then the gel kind of elevates to a thicker, richer texture, obviously. I'm all for that. So it depends what you're looking for too. If you want more of a classic shimmer, then you can go with that. So that's with it with a brush. You see there is, I don't want to say patchiness, but it's almost a sheerness to it. Let's see if we could build it up though, because I want it to be like as opaque as we can get it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can tell if you fuss too much, you're gonna start lifting up your product. So less is more, or medium. Medium is perfect. How about not less is more and more is less? Medium is perfect. There you go. Okay, I love that. I do love that. And you know what? I do love this look minus the mattes. There's only 3 mattes in the palette though. So, you know, if you need a purple shimmer palette, then maybe Smoke Sessions 2 is for you. Let me even out the other side. Okay, so there is a bit of a dry down time with the gels, as you would expect though. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna take the other one, which is called what, Ashley? Clockwork Purple. No. Yeah. Okay, I guess because it has like that orangey kind of shift to it. So that's pretty clever. Okay, so let's just pot that right there. That way I get the pink pop still. Kind of pat it. So I'm basically mimicking the same exact look. And then that should do like a cool shift. I'm gonna pop it right there too. That's fun. Let's go in with the green liner. Let's see how smooth it is. So creamy. So creamy. Gorgeous as usual. You got to be careful when you're going over the glitter gels though. What I will do the next time is not bring the glitter gels down so far if I want to do this thick of a liner, because it can get chunky, you know. That's not the product, that's the placement. So I love it. It's great. I probably will let it dry and then do like even one more little layer over that just to make sure it's really opaque and bright for tonight. So I'm going to go throw on just my regular mascara. I don't really, when I do lashes these days, it's those individual press-ons, so I got to think about it. Maybe I'll throw in some press-ons really quickly. You'll see in a minute. I'm not going to do the mascara, like I said. If you guys want to see a short of just that, let me know. I don't like testing it over this much eyeshadow because you're not going to really be able to see it. So let me know. Maybe I could do a comparison between this and the color CoverGirl. I know I'm not going to be a believer, but maybe you want to see it. Maybe you just want to know for yourself. I'm telling you though, first, spend the money on the CoverGirl instead. So there we go. Let me do that. Think about my final thoughts and tell you what they are, even though maybe they're clear. I don't know, just in case. Here is the finished look. Okay, nice and purpley and green. Very Smoke Sessions 2 vibes. But what has the class learned? What have we learned in this video, you guys? Is Smoke Sessions 2 palette, is the formula the same as our precious little Smoke Sessions? And that would be a no. That would be a no, unfortunately. It is not that creamy, rich formula of the metallics that you got with this one. And the mattes, well, they're making me mad. So that is not the same. That is really why I bought this palette, honestly, is that I was hoping to get that same, but in a purple color story. It's not that. So if you're looking for that like me, it's a no. If you're just looking for a pretty purple palette and you want to spend somewhere around 60 bucks, then okay, you got it. It has some pretty shades in there, but honestly, if you have that Melt Christmas Town palette, I don't think you need to get this one. I don't think the purples are different enough, the metallics. Those are the prettiest ones, but they're not different enough, you know what I mean? So, you know, I can get a few different looks with this, but not that much, because it's a monochromatic palette. You can only get so many different looks with a similar color story. Like I said, I try to stay away from monochromatic palettes because of the unnecessariness of it. Go with a ColourPop palette because you can get it for a lot cheaper of a price point and see if you utilize it. But the stars of the show, you guys, you know, we know, I know, they know, everybody knows that that was going to be the case, are the glitter gels, the eyeshadow gels, the DuoChrome Eyeshadow Gels. Absolutely gorgeous. And of course, the classic melt formulas. These ones are really good. The Night Before Christmas collection, those gels kind of had some weirdness to them, like a little bit kind of watery, kind of weird. Not with this. These ones are the classic gel formula that we love, and I'm glad that we have the Afterlife back in stock for you guys to get your hands on it. And Haze is a little different, so keep that in mind. The glitter gels, the eyeshadows, I do want to say that, you know, like we kind of talked about, less is more, medium is medium, joking around, all jokes aside, if you are getting a little bit of patchiness, stop what you're doing, let it dry down for like 5 minutes, and then as your last step, go back over and just place some more product on those little spots that you'll get. Because I tend to like kind of overwork products sometimes, and then it kind of starts picking it up and getting patchy. So if you happen to overwork it, that's a little hack that you can do that I actually did on this side that I overworked. I just patted it right on, and now it's nice and beautiful and opaque, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So I'm loving these products. These are a yes for me all day long. Honestly, I feel like you can skip the palette, but you do you, boo. You do you. You guys, that's it for today's video. Make sure you subscribe before you go so you don't miss out on other beauty videos from me. And if you want to get some extended content, especially book related, go ahead and follow me at Instagram at ashleyellix, and TikTok, it's both. So you get the best of both worlds. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.